Never fought for country, never won a war. A community pillar, but I wanted more. Farewell to life and liberty. I traded all so freely. Trumpet pride, toasting to the conceit of me. Secrets undone, finally uncrowned, I march alone, gallows bound. My will has been done, I reap what I sow. Now at the end my true colors show. I thought I had the right to do as I wanted. Entitlement reigns and I am haunted. Farewell to life and liberty. I trade it all so freely. Trumpet pride, toasted to the conceit in me. Secrets undone, finally uncrowned, I march alone, gallows bound. Alone and untold, my fate is sad. I played my hand in one last bet. I thought I won, I thought I had you fooled. Competing to win, my ego overruled. Full of promise, dark with pride. Living two lives, real Jekyll and Hyde. Contentment, it eluded me. Self-absorbed, it consumed me. Farewell to life and liberty. I trade it all so freely. Trumpet pride, toasted to the conceit of me. Secrets undone, finally uncrowned, I march alone, gallows bound. Living my life a luxury and pleasure, holding myself to impossible measure, creating meaning for the sadness. I left awake to chaos and
It's fun for all, it's all for fun. I'm blessed like a seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son. I feel the light, I hope you can tell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Raise your glass. We'll raise some hell.
I drank my share and went downstairs to pour another drink. To help forget, I must confess, the girl who left me sink. She used me, sure showed me the door, and then she kicked me out. She broke my heart, I did depart to travel all about. It's a sailing life for me, and I drink too much whiskey, and I know it won't be long before low tide. Don't give me your pity, for I hope I get to see Mag Mayall and Tiernanog when I die. Oh yes, it's hard, and sure I'm scarred from doing the gaffer's dirt. No one can say I don't earn my pay, I'm worth my weight in work. Hand me the cash, I'll buy a glass and drink until I sleep. to tie me on when I go down so I don't end up in the deep. It's a sailing life for me, and I drink too much whiskey, and I know it won't be long before low tide. Don't give me your pity, for I hope I get to see Magmayal and Tirnanog when I die. Well, if you see me and you agree the dead are walking about, don't be alarmed and please stay calm, the sailor's loaded with stout. I'll drink my fill and further still and into an early grave. 'Tis better this, a life of bliss, than trying to behave. It's a sailing life for me, and I drink too much whiskey, and I know it won't be long before low tide. Don't give me your pity, for I hope I get to see Magmayal and Tirnanog when I die. It's a sailing life for me, and I drink too much whiskey, and I know it won't be long before low tide. Don't give me your pity, for I hope I get to see Magmayal and Tirnanog when I die. On your feet, you blackguards! We plundered all the gold, we raced across the sea, we found the hidden island down in the Caribbean. But in the telltales, no rumors will they spread, for we can keep a secret if two of us are dead. A galleon filled with Spanish gold I had a full pocket, but it whittled away. From the moment I woke up to the middle of the day, I drank all I had, but I still wanted more. And with no money left, they showed me to the door. Well, if I had a fiver, then I needed 10. It's the story of my life told again and again. So I drink to my freedom and my mad desire. Oh, the mast has been broken and the sails are on fire. I woke up this morning, my world fell apart, for I found the black stone in the place of my heart. Nothing to see, my passions were gone, as I sat in the grey light just moments for dawn. My dreams, they all fade and memories don't last, as I cling to the ship and I try to hold fast. So I drink to my freedom and my mad desire. Oh, the mast has been broken and the sails are on fire. We've all just got one life, better get it your best. What a life of bad decisions, what have I got left? I know I can't leave here, I know I can't change. Losing more of myself as I slowly go insane. And I drink to my freedom and my mad desire. Oh, the mast has been broken and the sails are on fire. I drink to my freedom and my mad desire. Oh, the mast has been broken and the sails are on fire. I cursed at the sky and I turned and walked away. Excuse me, my dear, can you bring me a beer? Keep 'em coming, 'cause I won't leave this stool for a while. least till this frown on my face is a smile. The clouds, they look like rain, and I just can't stay dry. The flowers, they will bloom again, but that's just a dream for another day. That's just a dream to carry away. My time was spent alone in the shade, believing that I had it made. I flew too high and I was burned. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. The puddles pave the streets as I wind along my way, and I sip my bottle and I tip my cap to the pretty Colleens who pass me by. They glance just a moment, then turn their eye. My mind is just a fog set upon this town, and I wish to Christ I could sail again through the drear of the shore and chart a new course to the heart of the sea with blood sailing o'er. My time was spent alone in the shade, believing that I had it made. I flew too high and I was burned. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. Storm clouds ahead of me are darker than the ones behind. I know there's no use for running free and no reason to go home. The world was a shade of green, and what used to be is now gray. And I'll wait for the dawn with a broken heart, and I'll dream my life away. My time was spent alone in the shade, believing that I had it made. I flew too high and I was burned. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. Oh, the prodigal son shall never return. Ain't got no money, I spent all day on the dock. I had a ball, but I spent it all at the Silver Shamrock. 2, 3, 4. It's a place the Celtic folks go when they need to get away. I can sit there all day long and spend up all of my pay. Know you got your vices, and clearly I got mine. Don't have a fit, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna leave my woes behind. Over here I got a new tattoo. Got a clover and a dragon too. The place is always something like a zoo. You don't like our style, well, hey, fuck you! Put me up in the chair, man. I'll have another shot for me. What do you think? I need brand new ink like a sailor neath the sea. Oh, we don't mind. You got problems, let them go. There'll be plenty of whiskey after we're done. Just open the bottle and let it flow. I ain't got nothing to do. I got a place to go. It'll pick me up and bring back my luck when my spirits are feeling low. Ain't got no money. I spent all day on the dock. I had a ball, but I spent it all at the Silver Shamrock. Go! Over here I got a new tattoo. Pour me another glass, we'll have another brawl. Put everything up on the bar and you know I'll drink it all. At the bottom of every bottle I find a glass of emptiness and I had my fill. I am the whiskey king and rum is always sweet. They try to knock me down but I get back up on my feet. You gotta pick your battles if you wanna last for long, and I will. I shove a bullet in my pocket as I turn and walk away. Take a poke from my bottle and live to fight another day. Well, I'd like to tell you something, but I don't know what to say. Hey, this is for the last of the rebels. This is for the last of the rebels. I forgot more than you'll ever learn at any fancy school. A silent man of not many words, philosopher on his stool. And with every sip I'm wiser, this cup of happiness will never spill. We drink and drink some more until we're thrown out in the street. They try to knock us down, but we get back up on our feet. The whiskey is for fighting, and bravery is cheap and made of thrills. I shove a bullet in my pocket as I turn and walk away. Take a poke from my bottle and live to fight another day. Well, I'd like to tell you something, but I don't know what to say. Hey, this is for the last of the rebels. This is for the last of the rebels. In my pocket as I turn and walk away. Take a poke from my bottle and live to fight another day. Well, I'd like to tell you something, but I don't know what to say. Hey, this is for the last of the rebels. This is for the last of the rebels. This one for you. Here's to the good times and everything we do. I'm never alone when I jump in a fight. Being with my brothers makes everything alright. It's one for all, it's all for fun. I'm blessed like the seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son. I feel alive and I hope you can tell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Yesterday, but I'm not giving in. At times to be the bigger man, you just get back up again. Life's the machine and we fight to be free. Gotta look out for you, cause you're looking out for me. times and everything we do. We're never alone, I know that's right. So brothers and sisters, we gotta stand up and fight. It's one for all, it's all for fun. I'm blessed like the seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son. I feel alive and I hope you can tell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. Raise your glass, we'll raise some hell. He'll sit at the bar and play his guitar the times he isn't at sea. And though he's an ass, just buy him a glass, he's a friend to you and me. Though our scars and lines, the women don't mind, oh, Joe's got his way with a word. He may come across queer, but he hasn't a care, 'cause he lives life as free as a bird. He's an unsavory fellow, he's a roving sailor so free. In his voice you hear the swells echo, 'cause his heart belongs to the sea. 'Twas on O'Regan's raft with old Billy Bones when the ship it got stuck in a gale. And from fore to aft, only one man alone could furl up the mainmast and sail. He may like his whiskey, he may fight and braw, but he's 10 times the man as I. With a drink and a curse, he'll stand through the worst, and sure, it's no reason why. He's an unsavory fellow, he's a roving sailor so free. In his voice you hear the swells echo, 'cause his heart belongs to the sea. Well, you may wonder why, or question the world, but Joe's living day by day, true to his word, with nary a lie, and never too much to say. A king amongst his brethren on sea or on land, there's always a new tale to tell. And he won't get to heaven, but he don't give a damn, 'cause he's sure there's whiskey in hell. He's an unsavory fellow, he's a roving sailor so free. In his voice you hear the swells echo, unsavory fellow, he's a roving sailor so free. In his voice you hear the swells echo, 'cause his heart belongs to the sea.
Okay, there we go. Oh, we got mics. We got high mic. Hot.
And we will transition to camera.
Did you like it? Did you hate it?
We got part of Lucas's brother's face.
Okay.
You're good. I mean, if you want to be there, you can be there. If you want to back up, you can back up. It don't matter. Josh is normally sitting under the camera. Like, if you just want to put the chair right underneath it, you could be there.
I was just gonna move it this way a little bit.
That's fine. We'll just have to walk around you. Also, what are you drinking?
Founder's Porter.
I try it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coffee?
Yeah.
I fucking.
Nope.
I told you.
Nope.
Tastes like fucking trees.
I think it tastes fucking incredible.
Nope.
You also just go outside and like pine trees?
No, I don't like pine trees, or else I'd like gin. I don't like gin.
Dude,
so.
so we went to. Are you familiar? By the way, we're live. So hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. We're gonna start this off tangent before we get into the topic. You familiar with the band August Burns Red, local metal band from Lancaster? We went to their show and they had, was it an IPA?
Yeah.
And like we all tried it and I tried it. I stomached it, the only one I stomached, but it whole ass tasted like I walked up to a pine tree in the forest and just snapped a branch off and just and was just fucking
And
chewing
just
it. Like
chased it with water. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
It tasted. Is it weird to say it tasted gritty?
That is weird.
It tasted gritty. Like when you drank it, it was almost like you were eating it. I don't know what I think it was done by Lancaster Brewing.
Huh.
But it was, oh man, it was not good. Like I stomached it, and they were coming. They were.
I hope you're not trying to get a Lancaster Brewing endorsement.
No.
Lancaster Brewing is awful.
You know.
They make like one good beer and that's it.
So here's the thing. I tried a bunch of shit at Love Drafts that I actually liked. Like I didn't mind the Silmahane. Not bad. Not my preferred, but I can drink it. There's a few of like the really heavy, like super dark ones that were kind of tropically that I was like, oh, that's not bad. So it's not that I hate all beer. I can
So
only
there's
get
this,
beer at Love Drafts.
There's this brewery that used to be in York and they went out of business, but they were called Crystal Ball, and you'll see like their sticker is on my travel case. And they made a coconut porter, and it was so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of coconut. And that was ruined to me because of Lifesavers. One time I had like a Lifesaver hard candy, and apparently it was a bad batch. Because it whole ass, like the coconut flavoring extract, it was like they put a whole bottle in one little candy, and it ruined me forever.
Ugh.
It was fucking gross.
That's the worst.
And I used to like coconut before that, so. But yeah, how was everybody's week? We have a good week?
Yeah. I mean, not much happened.
I had a pretty good week. There was finally a resolution to the bullshit in GOL.
Yeah, which was nice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I mean, it's not completely resoluted.
No, that's got to be taken care of.
But, you know,
But it's a
two
start.
of the three issues is pretty nice, and one of them was probably more important than the other two.
Yeah, the other one is my like direct support until they leave,
Yeah.
and I don't like. Here's the thing: we were having that meeting. They were like, "We like when we were all like happy and laughing." I'm like, "Me too," but I don't think you understand. Like when I catch you guys leaning with your elbows on pallets, just chatting, and I'm super lenient. Like I don't want to get people in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Do your work. Listen to music. I don't give a shit. Don't get me in trouble. Don't let me catch you doing things that would get me in trouble. Like, just standing, like, he hasn't even been over there that long. He's like, they're just standing and talking again. I'm like, this is all the time. Like, they mistake my kindness and take advantage of it, and then that upsets me. And then it got to the point where, like, I just kept telling Subrod, I'm like, they're still doing this, they're still doing that, they're still doing this, they're still doing that. Well, they didn't like that, so then they turned around because they kept getting in trouble and went and were like, oh, yeah, he keeps saying we're doing this and we're doing that, and we're doing this and we're doing that. And all the management was like, stop doing that, because like I would fucking pull my phone out and record videos of them talking for like 5-10 minutes, and I would send it to Kayla and be like, hey, what do you want me to do? So they went and did that, and then for like 2 weeks management's like, do not talk to them. It will create a hostile work environment. And my direct reaction was, if I don't talk to people, that makes it more hostile than it already is, does it not? And they're like, no, it should make things better. I'm like, okay. And we got in that meeting, and they're like, well, he hasn't talked to us for 2 weeks. And I, right out of the gate, I'm like, it's because the 3 people sitting across the table from you told me not to. And they all shook their head yes. I'm like, I'm not going to jeopardize my job or any stupid phone call or to get any investigation or get myself in any heat. If they said no, I don't do it. Simple as that. And then, like, literally, we got out of the meeting about standing around and talking, and then one of the people in that meeting immediately went and started talking to somebody else who doesn't even belong in our area for, like, 20 minutes. I'm like, I even looked, I was running equipment, and, like, they were standing there talking at first, and I just looked at them, and I did this. I'm like, really? And they just continued. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything, because it's going to start a fight, and I'm going to fucking deal with it. So, yeah, other than that, things have been good. Kyle's mood seems to have been better lately, so playing video games with him has been kind of nice. I know things aren't great, but he seems to be
enjoying himself during
Yeah.
that time.
I started referring to me and Lucas as emotional support humans. So, like, if he reaches out to play video games, we're like, yeah, we'll get on and play. Because, like, for me, weird as it sounds, I mean, I'm a drummer at heart, obviously. I have 2 kids. It's where I started. I'm very good at playing drum. But, like, guitar, I wouldn't say, would you say forced, Lucas? I don't think I've been forced teaching myself.
You have been.
I guess you're right.
Constantly. You stop playing for 1 day.
I take a day off a week.
You go through withdrawals.
You just
You're like,
started
I just need to play.
day off.
So after 2 months, I started taking a day off. Since the proposition was put out there, I didn't take any days off, and then last week I started 1 day off a week. This week I'm doing 2. I'm not playing guitar because I played guitar today with Dave. Which, Dave, if you ever watch this, I doubt you will. Thank you for your help. So yeah, but I don't feel like I'm over teaching. She's got anxiety because it's thundering. I don't feel like I'm over teaching myself because I enjoy it. So I don't know, does that count? Like, I've been enjoying the learning curve. Now I've hit the brick wall. Like, after sitting with Dave today, I officially, Kyle, here it is, I'll say it, I now have to sit down and learn how to play scales, and that's all I need to do to learn how to solo. I got 4 scales that I need to follow up with Dave with and get the information on tomorrow. Because he definitely teacher assignment my ass like it was college. He's like, learn these 4 scales and left. I'm like, yay! So, yeah, I guess. I mean, but guitar progress overall. So I switched to lead in Rocksmith. Played a lot of songs. So last night I accidentally taught myself how to play Fallen. Today I threw it on in Rocksmith. I got a 90 or an 86% on lead. I missed 3 notes in the solos. 3 hammer-on and pull-off. So... good week, Josh. You've been grumpy all week. You're always grumpy.
Work. Come home better.
If he's not grumpy, then you know work was actually decent that week.
It's never gonna be decent. Actually, Thursday, Friday was fucking peaceful. That shit. Everybody was in a fantastic mood Thursday and Friday.
I noticed, like, the whole warehouse has been bitchy lately. Like, me and Lucas have been keeping to ourselves. Like, Lucas, do this, I'll do that. We've just been, like, away from everyone for, like, the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They're gonna start panicking because, you know, we got a fucking regional person coming.
Yeah, they'll get over it. Are you going to Baby Clock?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to Baby Clock in Philadelphia?
You going to see death metal?
No. Nope. No.
I'm hoping they have... I don't know when the new album is releasing in correlation with our date. I'm hoping that it releases before then so I can pick a vinyl up while we're there. It'd be cool. Not going... Oh, you have a lot of shows coming up, too.
Yeah.
I got a question. Before we get into the hip-hop thing, because that's what this week is about. So first off, happy National Vinyl Day. I didn't even think about it. It just... everything kind of fell together this week, which was kind of nice. Went to the vinyl shop. I picked up some some Volbeat vinyls. Looked at some Holdfast stuff. Laughed at Dave because he looks so young in the back of that picture when he's sitting. I guess he's sipping like a Guinness. Like, it took me a minute. I'm like, is that Dave? I'm like, oh my god, it is Dave.
We took that photo at backstage at Appalachian Brewing Company. First time we played at ABC. First or second time we played at ABC.
Except for you, you're not really into vinyl. These two are kind of into it. This guy is definitely driven. I went to his house once, and then fucking put a goddamn use my Amazon credit card and paid $60 for an Audio Technica because I'm like, goddamn, it sounds amazing. Now it's not as bougie as his. Wait, his is bougie, and not even. I can't even say his is bougie. When you really look into it, his is like what you would say modified entry level. Because I started like digging into it, and when you get like the next one up from even Cole's model, it goes from like Cole's is like $400 or like $700, $1,200, $4,000, $5,000. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, mine's like entry level DJ quality.
Yeah. Which funny thing about Sweetwater, that's what that one is listed at.
Yeah.
A DJ table.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got a $300 needle on it, so.
Yeah. And you like he says that and you're like, holy fuck, a $300 needle, that's insane. But there are fucking dudes out there paying like thousands of dollars for needles for their tables, and I'm like,
Yeah.
at what point? I feel like where Cole is probably the level where you stop noticing the minor differences. There is a point where, as much as people want to deny it, the human ear doesn't hear it. Period.
Audiophiles they're a lot. Like buying like $2,500 headphones. I'm like, man,
No thanks.
yeah, you're doing a lot just to hear like a smidgen of a decibel
Like
in a mix.
You
like
can
that
hear
you
the
probably
slight pick scrape.
can't. Yeah.
you're like, nope, that's new, and I'm like, I didn't hear it. That sounds like music to me.
Yeah.
Like today, after I sat with Cole's setup. So Cole's setup that he uses has a little more bass than these. I have these very mid-heavy for guitars. So these are very mid to treble end. So I set this one up. That's what we were playing through before the podcast. This I've added a little more bass to it and just kind of brought down everything to get like close to like really good quality. And I'd say it's kind of close to your speakers. Not
I tend to mix bass heavy because, hip hop, so.
yeah. I listen to a lot of rock and metal, so the mid end and shit is
Dave's like the only person that can like come over to my house and then start fiddling with the high and low, and I'm like, what are you? Never mind, it's Dave.
But here's the
Go ahead, man.
thing. I sat down at your house and we listened to everything from like classic rock, classic metal. We listened to a Baroness album, which sounded fucking amazing. And I thought it was an enjoyable listening experience, period. Like, where you had the bass and everything set, just to sit there and have a few drinks and listen, it was fucking amazing. No matter what you put on, it sounded good the whole way through. And that's what gave me the bug, and I'm like, that's not consistent. Like, I have 280 gram vinyls that I cannot play on that because it can't spin them fast enough. I have to, like, I'm there with the pitch needle, I'm like, oh, that's right, oh, too fast. Oh, that's right, and it's just what you notice with your hip-hop album.
Yeah.
So, National Vinyl Day, and now I'm going to give you guys the floor. 5 decades of hip-hop, which is short compared to everything else. Cole, you want to introduce us to hip-hop? Because I know you got it down to where this began.
I mean, I'm sure Luke has things he wants to talk about. I mean,
Yeah.
but just place setting. I mean, yeah, hip hop 50 years. Started out in the Bronx, New York City, in the early 70s. DJs in the park, MCs rapping over the breaks, breakers breaking and all that stuff. And here we are 50 years later, and it's a part of mainstream music. And I mean, it wasn't that even as recently as 30 years ago, because 30 years ago I was the kid listening to hip hop and being made fun of at school. So yeah.
And you even I know you had brought it up prior. You even dabbled in hip hop before you got into doing punk rock and stuff.
Yep, I independently dropped 2 releases. Did that for quite a long time, and actually hip hop was what got me into doing music and deciding to sing and write and do stuff like that.
Lucas, what got you here?
Pretty much. I mean, I say same thing with probably Travis as well. That was our older brother Mark was really into hip hop. He was listening to like DMX, Eminem, you know, all
Like
the
early G Unit stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Gee, that's a name I haven't heard in forever. G Unit. Like I know of the names. If you ask me to name a song, I'm like, I don't know, because it seems like, and the golden era was late '80s to maybe the early 2000s.
2008 is probably the
Early-
last of the best.
Golden era probably ended around
Except
95, 96.
97 at the
That
latest.
was, yeah, because you're starting to get into post golden era. You know, whenever you're past like 94, 95, I mean like everything up until like 94, 95 was just incredible. That golden era was nuts.
Just a warning. She likes to cuddle with people who sit in that chair, so do expect her at some point to jump up and lay with you.
That is perfectly fine with me.
Just a heads up.
But
If-
thanks for the heads up. Yeah. But that is perfectly.
She did it to
fine.
Remy, does it to Josh, done it to Lucas.
The thing is, hip hop is so young. I don't really think you can say it has a golden era yet. Our mom is older than hip hop itself.
It's an interesting thing. Like you have like the what you can call like the earliest zeitgeist in a way, where there's like the like early '90s New York hip hop, where you have like Ready to Die, which is just undeniably a great album, or like you know, All Eyes on Me, things that are like genre defining, or you're like you have the G-Funk era, things that are just they still have they're the core of what the genre is at its like source.
Yeah,
And,
Illmatic.
yeah, you that's what people think of when you have like its first, like when it first like